You found my secret hoard.
I would be deaf to have not heard you singing. Your crow's cackle could awaken the dead. These skirmishes with the Picts that worn you down?
Not at all. The more scars, the better the boast. But look at my father. A battle-worn veteran, carved up like a goat on a spit.
Not a metaphor I would use just now. Not in his state.
These waters are magnificent, no? They comfort and heal. They are Freya's gift to man.
Billy, you need to face it. Your father is dying. When he departs for the Corpse Hall, you will take his place, as expected.
The novelty of this soggy north has worn on me, Eivor. Too warm for winter living, too cold for summer. I've heard Mercia is more temperate. Dense forests, bright colors, thriving streams. Is that how it is in your settlement?
You defy a long tradition, Billy. The son takes after his father. That is the way of things.
Eivor.
I have my own reasons to see you made Jarl. The Raven clan wants friends in England, and you are among my very best.
You do not need me in that seat to secure an alliance. You and Sigurd are beloved here.
Your father's dying, Billy. Now is the time to get your house in order.
It is not my house. It is the clan's house, and the clan will decide what happens next.
You have a chance to end on good terms with your father. I wasn't afforded the same luxury. Don't squander it.
Billy! Billy, come fast!
Another attack?
It's your father! He hasn't got long! Come to the Longhouse!
To see you both together again like this. It recalls days long past. Makes me feel young again.
Hold on to that feeling, and take it with you to the Hall of the Slain.
You have become a great warrior, Eivor. A warrior and a leader. Worth song and verse.
I had many good teachers, Hemminger Jarl. You chief among them.
I beg of you now. Do not let my lessons die. Pass them on.
The seer is on her way, Father. She has remedies for you. Cures and charms.
I held you here, really. In one proud hand when you were fresh from your mother's womb. I've watched you grow. A dirty-haired boy, swinging sticks and running through the mud, dreaming of glory. I am proud of what you have become, son. And I am proud of what you will become. No matter Father. Billy. We must prepare for the funeral.
I'll send for my clan. You call on the nobles of this shire. The nobles have begun to arrive. Trygve needs our help to see this through. We will be at the funeral pyre, overlooking the village.
Eivor.
Drengur.
Sunniva, thank you for coming.
The sight of old friends lets my heart rest easy.
We came as soon as we heard, bearing gifts for Hemmingur Jarl.
The celebration will last many days. How soon shall we begin?
The pyre's construction is underway, and all of our guests are lodged and welcomed. We could begin shortly.
Good. You handled this well, Trygve.
I pledged my life's oath to Hemmingur Jarl. There is nothing I would not do for him. The Althing must be held when the week is out and the funeral is done. The nobles of this shire will name Vili the Jarl of our clan. This assumes they will be sober after a week of drinking and weeping.
It will be a grand funeral. Father will have a clear view of his lands from here. The flames will burn bright and tall for all the shire to see. You've done well, Trygve.
This was his favorite spot in the shire. I suppose we should get started. Our guests need looking after.
I will look for you later, to save you from them once the mead has really soaked in.
You are a true gift, Eivor. Thank you.
Trygve is Hemthorpe's rock. With him around, the city can keep its peace.
He is a good man.
I must be away for a short time, Eivor. I want to retrieve something for my father. A gift.
When did you have the time to make a funeral gift?
It was something I had hoped to give him in life. You must see it to believe it.
I brought a gift from the Raven clan. I stored it at the watchtower on the far side of Hemthorpe.
Very kind, thank you. I should like to see.
I should look over the gift first. It must be worthy of Hemmingur Jarl.
There's a heaviness to your look, Eivor. What troubles you?
Hemmingur desired my counsel before he died. Wanted my opinion on the future of this clan's leadership.
That would be Vili, would it not?
If tradition held, yes.
Trygve has tasked me to help the Volva with the sacrifices. Could we speak with her to ease your thoughts?
It's a good idea. But let me go alone. Set scouts around the village. The people here must mourn in safety. And here, from the Raven clan.
An impressive shield.
It is good, but it needs a touch of grandeur. Something personal for your father. A setchel, I think. A mark to adorn the front. We need an artisan. Is there one in the village?
I know a man. A master craftsman in exile. He lives in a cave northeast of Hemthorpe. I would take you there myself, but I have Isbjorn to retrieve.
Isbjorn? Your father's spear? Did he not wield it at Ulkerthorpe?
He lost it some winters back on a bear hunt. He hit the beast hard, but the spear stuck and the bear fled into the forest.
And after all these winters, you hope to find it again and present it to the pyre. The odds are narrow, to say the least.
Fret not, friend. I have a nose for these things. Seek out the exile. He'll see to your shield.
You are a difficult man to find. Hemmingur Jarl is dead. I was told you are a master craftsman. I seek an etching on the shield to celebrate the life and death of Hemminger Jarl.
The stones. Hemminger Jarl possessed a steady hand and steady heart. Do you possess the same? Your heart is not yet steady.
How could it be at such a time?
Hemminger Jarl's heart never wavered.
In life it did not, but in death it lies as still as a stone. You have not yet answered me. Will you help me with my etching?
How will you remember him?
By his determination to keep his clan safe and his people celebrated.
The mark of Vegvisir. Sights never lost. Is this your decision?
Yes, I choose this one.
I will begin.
How did you come to be here?
Fate. I was given a death sentence. Unfairly, I felt. But a man was killed. Hemminger Jarl desired for me to live. The villagers did not. My sight and exile. That was our compromise.
Thank you for this.
His son will take his place.
That is for Vili to decide.
Vili has no say. Fate has already decided.
Festive.
Too festive, and too soon. Fires, fights, and every man soaked in mead. Ugh, this has gone too far.
Hemthorpe could burn before the pyre is lit.
Gods, have I failed my dear Jarl?
Peace, Turkvi. I will do what I can to calm things. I've calmed the guests as much as they can be in their grief.
They mourn. It is to be expected. Still, thank you.
And how do you feel, old friend?
I mourn more deeply than most, I think.
Hemminger would be proud of what you have accomplished here. All you have done for him.
I hope so.
This ache will pass, Turkvi. With time.
Yes, it will.
You are the wolf-kissed one. The raven of battle whose fame grows with each waxing of the moon.
I struggle with the choice Hemminger left for me. I would have your counsel on the matter.
A slaughter must be made. Many sheep at the bottom of the sleeping Jötun, before the pyre is lit. Follow.
Volva,
Your heart is restless. Your mind clouded. You seek more than a guarantee of good omens.
I seek the gods' wisdom.
You wish to know who would best serve this clan as Jarl.
I do. Between Vili and Turkvi, there's no clear choice.
We stand in the shadow of the giant, the great keeper of secrets. Here, you'll find a drink of the resounding sea. Ascend the sleeping Jötun, consume the waters, and meditate at its peak. Do not seek answers to your questions. They will find you.
Hemminger Jarl, is it truly you?
Of spirit, not of flesh.
Why have you not reached Odin's Hall?
will in time. As the flames of my pyre burn, ride the path of Unsmoke to the All-Father's Hall of Champions.
I am grateful to see you once more, Jarl. I struggle with the task you set before me. To choose your heir is not an easy thing. One man is beloved, but does not want the task. The other man is fit for the task, but is not favored.
I could not give you any more counsel in life, Eivor. So too in death am I rendered silent.
Forget wise counsel and rational arguments. What does your heart tell you?
My heart is stopped. It says nothing.
This should not be my decision, Hemminger. The choice was always yours to make. You were their chief.
As Sigurd is your chief. But that does not quench your appetite for glory as you covet his place upon the high seat of your clan.
I do not seek to replace Sigurd. Fate weaved our futures long ago. We are only following its pattern.
Yet you see it coming. You welcome it.
Shall I renounce my faith then? Abandon the path to glory I walk?
No. I want you to die in defense of it.
You pushed me, Hemminger. I never intended this.
Have no regrets, Eivor. You have given me the great battle death I sought in life.
You old fox. Was that the point of riling me up?
The All-Father. He comes to welcome me to his hall. And I must follow. The choice you make will be the right one.
Did you consult the Volva? And were your questions answered?
Some questions were answered. Others, I must answer myself. Do you think there's a place for Vili in our settlement? He expressed a desire to live and work with us.
Will he not be Jarl of this Shire before the day's end?
That remains to be seen. Some are more eager to see Tryggvi in the high seat.
Eivor, Tryggvi has no intention to lead. He feels duty-bound to follow his master into death.
Absolutely not. My father would never allow such foolishness.
How else can I honor my Jarl, old as I am? This is no country for me. The future is yours, Vili.
The flames of this pyre will burn for my father. You must live. I forbid you to follow him into death. I will not let you sacrifice yourself.
Do you forbid me as a friend, Vili? Or as our new Jarl?
As a man who would see you come to your senses.
Vili. Tryggvi. Each man wears one of Hemminger's boots, with both men unwilling to seize the other.
Does the world need such useless, dithering men? Why not stake a claim yourself? Take this Shire for your own.
It is not my place.
Your place is anywhere you lay your head, any hill you summit, any silver you take for your own. Do not limit yourself to niceties.
Nottinghamshire deserves a leader to admire. A man the people can trust. Most love Vili, and he loves them. But he lacks the will to be leader. He could learn, but does he wish to? And Tryggvi. Sturdy and wise and loyal to the legacy Hemminger Jarl left behind. Almost to a fault. But he is old, and his thrill for living has fled him. Hardly inspiring.
You cannot! I will not allow it!
I am not asking for your permission. Only your forgiveness.
Gods, Eivor, put a stop to this fool's death wish.
This is no small decision, Trukvi. And not without great cost. The Shire will be diminished without you.
But I have nobody left. My life's purpose lies dead upon that pyre.
That is not so. When people look to my father for guidance, who did they see him turn to for counsel?
Hemminger Jarl was my rock. Yes, I gave him counsel, but he made the hard choices.
If Hemminger were here, would he not urge you to wield this wisdom for the betterment of all? Was your vow to serve Hemminger Jarl unto death, or to serve his legacy in life?
I will stay. You have wisdom, Eivor. More than I could have guessed.
Eivor!
Sunniva.
Picts were spotted moments ago, lurking in the thicket. Ville gave chase.
Ah, stick. He should have roused me first. Show me where he went.
Let us wake the others. The dark is lousing with Picts.
I can take them on myself. Tell me where.
They're not far. I'll show you.
Ah, my sword's thunderhammer. That quickened the blood.
Wild and reckless, like our first battles together. Remember the island north of Stavanger?
I do. Kjotve the Cruel trained his berserkers there.
Great lumbering fools, foaming at the mouth. We taunted them from the treetops.
And the drunk one, remember? Naked as the morning. Froze his cock off trying to find us.
Then fell to humping a snowdrift.
Were you glad to hear from me?
I did wonder what trouble you'd been up to. But I smiled at hearing your name. And I wondered if you had taken after your father. If you were now leading your clan.
Well, you have your answer. I'd sooner take after a troll and leave this clan in your hands.
That I will not do.
When my father was named Jarl, he had no one to help him, and still he triumphed. But I am not my father. I simply want to roam. Do you think Sleipnir would be content bound to a stable, no matter how glorious it may be? Hey, what is that for?
You have friends, Vili. And what about Trukvi? And me? And your clan?
Of course. I know that.
You can't roam forever. Keep that in mind. You are surrounded by those who love you. And that will not change. Unless you push it all away.
You speak a truth. I understand.
Troll-faced arstick.
A chicken draugur. Is such a thing possible? For that does not seem possible.
Voda, too. A warder infused with fire. I do not lie. Your father's death aside, Vili. This has been... good. Fun, even.
Do you ever wonder what might have happened if we had not been separated by the North Sea so early in our lives? What adventures we would have had. The raids, the battles, the glory. I even think about what we might have been to each other.
I have, fondly. And often enough that it sometimes seemed you never left. Maybe you never did.
I want you, Eivor. Your warmth. your touch.
Billy, no. That will not happen. I'm sorry. Get some rest, huh? Are you going?
With so much on my mind, I haven't slept a wink. The funeral, the Thanes. I should get back.
I understand. I'll see you there.
Eivor, my father sets forth on his final voyage.
May the winds favor him.
The nobles have offered up their funeral gifts. All but you. Present what you have, and the celebration may begin.
I have it here. In council, you are the wisest. At the hearth, the kindest. In battle, the bravest. May the sign of Bekivisir, the rune of the way, guide you to the Hall of Many Doors.
Stand at my side.
Speak from your heart, Eminasan.
Today we mourn the passing of Hemminger Jarl of Nottinghamshire. My father. Our father. He was a towering force. A strength to fear and admire. Now gone. Yet together we are the example of his greatness. I see him in each of you. His love for battle, but also peace. For wisdom, sorrow, and joy. His generosity, his spirit. In you I see his life, and his love of drink. Gods, did he love drink! We are these things because he was these things. Father, we shall be to our children what you were to us. And when they are ready, we will meet you again. Give him a fine farewell.
Sunniva, ride to Hemthorpe and prepare the Longhouse for the All Thing. The next Jarl will soon take his seat.
Have they given their Jarl a fine farewell?
They have. None drink so well and so deeply as Clan Hemmingerson.
The declaration of succession must happen soon. Before we are too drunk and exhausted to remember our names.
I agree. Call on those who must attend. The whole thing will begin shortly.
Eivor!
You look uneasy.
Burdened by grief, drowning in need, and paralyzed by a sword. I stand between that man and Jarldom.
You stand side by side, really, and one of you must step forward.
My father placed us side by side because he trusted your vision. So what do you see?
Drunk as you are, I see before me a man full of passion, vigor, and a love for his people. I see a Jarl. Your burden will get easier to bear. Take your father's seat and make it your own.
I will.
Good. Now let them know our stick.
People of Hemthorpe, of Ulkethorpe, of Snottingham. Today I pledge myself. As my father was, I shall be your Jarl. Hemminger was a hero, not for who he was, but for the people he led. With Tryggvi by my side, with all of you, we will have glory.
You've already learned that people prefer shorter speeches to long ones, Vili Jarl.
It will take time to wear that title with comfort. My father never swore a formal oath with your clan. There was no need, for you are family. Let it be known, the Hemmingers in Clan Raven are true sworn friends from this day forward. Do you accept?
Aye.
Well,
Be fair, be just, and call upon us often. Our stick.
I'm sure I will.
I bring fair tidings, Runry. Hemminger Jarl in Snottinghamshire has passed, but his clan remains allied to us.
Sad news, but you made the best of it.
I saw my old friend Vili on my visit. He is their Jarl now, and he has pledged to aid us in times of need.
Eivor, the time has come. Our time.
Our time for what?
My final glory awaits.
Your final glory. I fear to ask what that means.
Do I not speak plainly? My time in Midgard is done. I wish now to see the hall of my ancestors.
If you wish to die, it will not be by my hand.
I do not speak of death, Eivor. I speak of life. Life and glory everlasting. I know I've been in a fog these last few weeks. I know I speak words you don't fully understand. But I only ask you trust me once more. On my final voyage, back to Norway, to wish my father farewell, and achieve my destiny.
Back to Norway? I need to discuss this with Randvi.
If you must. I will await your answer down by the docks. Do not keep me waiting.
It may be time to return to Norway. Sigurd is eager to see his father and beyond that, I do not know.
I have heard ill news about Styrbjorn in the past year. If you go with care.
We will leave now, and return as soon as we're able.
Good. And be safe. Both of you.
Sigurd.
Shall we then, Eivor? To Norway, and well beyond.
To Norway, then.
Good, good! Lead on!
We should go. Look at him.
Father.
Sigurd? My son, Eivor. By Odin's blessing, come and let me look at you both.
That is far enough.
Blood of Tyr, what happened there? A grievous wound you have. Are you well?
Far better than I look, I assure you.
This calls for a toast. Your journey must have been long and cold. A drink to warm your blood.
We are not here to drink or make merry. Only to look upon the rackets of a once great man.
And then what? Make new war against King Harald? Stake a claim on his crown? Is that your wish? To sow more chaos here?
You're absurd, old man. What could possibly interest me in this frozen backwater?
Interest you? You robbed me of my wealth when you left for England. I presume you would do it again.
Not my idea.
You left us with nothing when you pledged for King Harald. We took only what we deserved.
I have returned for one reason only. To say goodbye. And to thank you for your colossal failure.
Failure?
As a father, as a king, as a man. For without it, I would not have discovered my true self.
My failure, as you call it. My oath to King Harald was the only sensible path forward for a man in my situation.
There was nothing sensible about your betrayal. Sigurd should have been king. You robbed him of that.
Who did I betray? A son who was never home? A selfish boy with no sense of leadership? An arrogant
You lie! I have led numberless men into battle, and countless ships on raids across all the known world!
You talk of kingship as if it were a matter of counting the notches on your axe. But to lead means so much more. I passed my crown to Harald because he was a man who understood the challenge put before him. Unlike you.
You pathetic worm!
Sigurd, this is not why we came.
Plans change.
As do hearts.
Not this one.
And you, Eivor?
I wish you whatever peace you may find in this new life you have found.
I did not find it, Eivor. I chose it. The only way forward that did not lead to more violence and death and grief. Your father would have understood. He died to avoid a similar fate. To save his family at the cost of his reputation.
No. My father, he was...
He loved you. That is all.
Argon nonsense. I've heard enough.
My son, please.
Sigurd, wait.
I have spoken my words, and he has spoken his. And from this class came bitterness. What more need be said?
I wish you well, Sigurd, in spite of all that has happened. I hope you find what you seek, and that it brings you peace.
It will. Our destiny awaits. Do not linger long.
I know you love him, Eivor. I know you trust him. But do not follow him blindly into darkness or despair.
Still dwelling on your father?
Not at all. I was only reflecting on my visions, wondering at them. How present they are, like memories of yesterday.
Describe them for me, your visions.
My earliest was of a large door embedded in ice, far north of Herdafylke. The saga stone embedded at the top of its arch. As the visions grew stronger, the door opened, revealing many things. The life tree Yggdrasil, the golden fields of Valhalla, and the faces of our gods, all of whom called me friend, brother, warrior. I felt at home among them, warmed by their love.
You should know, you are not alone in this. I too have had visions.
Have you? And what did they foretell?
It is hard to say. I've seen Odin leading me into shadows. I've seen spinners weaving wild destinies from pools of blood. I saw the great beast Fenrir, the branches of the world tree, and a man with...
Go on.
Valka warned me of a great betrayal. But what form it takes, I cannot say.
I see.
I hold to my oath, Sigurd. You know that. Betrayal is not in my nature.
Of course not. You are a stalwart as a pillar of stone. Come now. My destiny awaits.
The space above. The saga stone sat there, did it not?
Long, long ago, yes. Now stand clear. Svachoi nogvat uns membro trurvondi kvorde, uns solas vras gnokadide, unsum huchas reisderae chasaumsi.
How did you do this? Where did you learn these words?
I told you, Eivor. My visions are memories of a life once lived. Come.
Gods. What is this place?
Hoerasi.
Sigurd, I don't know what to say. This is all so strange.
Trust this place, Eivor. This old and sacred place.
Where does it lead?
To the Hall of the Slain, the Golden Fields. To Valhalla. Yes, it is returning to me now. They will grant us access to the refuse of the gods. To Valhalla. Are you ready?
What lies beyond all this? Where does this lead?
Take your place at the center there, and you will see. Sigurd!
Will you give us? A guest has come. What is this place?
Eivor, Tyr said you would come. Welcome.
Are you Valka's mother? Svala?
You have a keen eye, Wolfgist.
After all this time, Eivor, we have arrived. Now raise a horn with Freya here and sing a victory song.
Sigurd, what is all this? Your arm has returned, and your vigor as well.
Glory eternal, Eivor. Here we dine in the great hall of the slain, at long last. Oh, I want to scream with joy.
This is all so beautiful. Your visions they were real.
The battle grows! Come, Tyr! To the field! Fight with us!
Go, Eivor. Enjoy the fight. You have earned your place here.
Sigurd! This place is incredible!
Enough with those short flies! You and I must fight!
The battle we never had!
And hold nothing back, for here we need not fear a thing.
Brother!
Worry not, Eivor. For we earn no scars here, only battle wisdom. A day is done.
What just happened? Sigurd, your arm has grown back.
It was never gone, Eivor. Not truly. Nothing is permanent here. I told you. Nothing save the courage and reputation of its warriors.
Are we immortal in this place?
Let us discover that together.
A new day.
Aha! Bit to the marrow's bed.
Again, you've lost your arm.
And again it will return.
Father? Is that you? That cannot have been my father.
Scout! Scout!
Take your horn. Join the battle cheer.
Dearest Skald of war and verse, how do you like this frenzy so far?
It is quite something.
Raise your horn, Eivor. What stops you?
My father, Varin. Have you seen him in this hall?
I have not. Should he be here?
No, he died a coward. Yet by Odin's eye, I swear I've seen him.
Cast aside your cares in Valhalla. Let seeking go. We have earned our joy. The journey is complete. Next time I lose this fucking arm, I'll beat a man to death with it.
Do you not tire of his injuries?
Never!
Wait. Father?
Eivor, you have a guest.
You should have knocked first.
Nonsense! I brought you someone. Look!
My Eivor! There you are! What a warrior you have made of yourself! I am overfilled with pride. How did you find your way here? You remember our great battle? You remember how we fought, side by side, with your mother and Sigurd and our clans united? We fought, father, but you did not. You died a coward.
Eivor, enjoy this. Your father has returned. Have you lost all your love for life?
That was not my father. That was a lie.
That was not a lie. That was my gift to you. I have power here, and I can do as I please. You wished to see your father, I made it happen. As easy as breathing.
By Odin's laws, my father is not allowed in this place. I do not wish to see him where he should not be.
Your father died doing what he hoped would save you. He died to protect you, and his clan.
No. He...
This is the end of our road, Eivor. This is Valhalla, the eternal golden field. Now come. Battle beckons.
How were the slain brought here?
The Valkyries know this. Only them.
No. That cannot be true. None of this feels right.
Do not despair, Eivor. Look. Your friends are here. Everyone you could ever want is here beside you.
No. They are not real. This place is a lie.
This place can be whatever you wish it to be, Eivor.
I do not want it. Not like this.
You would resign yourself to an empty death?
The ecstasy I feel here is an illusion. I would sooner call like a raven than sing a false song.
Illusion or not, here there is no death, no pain, no loss, no betrayal, not like out there.
You want this? To live inside a lie?
I am an old woman with a broken body. What life I had left was brief, so I bid farewell to my dear Volka, and came here.
I wish you well, Swallow, but this is not for me. I must find Sigurd.
The arm! The arm! Always the fucking arm!
Sigurd, this is an illusion. A trick. Leave with me now, and return to England with me. Our people need us.
No. I am no one in that world. I am somebody here. Powerful. Capable. A god. Here I may live forever. Here I cannot die.
Cows die. Family die. You must die. The only thing that never dies is the reputation of the one who's died. In here, you have no reputation. But out there, it's not too late. Every day the same empty war, the same hollow victory, spilling blood that tastes of water and smells of grass. You have known real battle, real glory, but this is not it. You know this. I know you do. Brother, it is time to leave.
Am I destined to follow you everywhere? Till the end of my life? All right. We go.
No, you stay. I do not give you leave to go. Why leave this place? A glory you fought so hard to find. Walk with me. I am humbled to walk with you, Eivor. Your reputation is a song warriors will sing forever. You are the wolf-kissed one, who lingered at the edge of death, yet fought back. You spilled the raven wine of battle to paint whole kingdoms red. You have killed kings and crowned them as you desired, bowing to none. You stood tall where your brother stumbled, yet still you came to his aid. You have felled many great foes in your brief time. You have earned your place here, Eivor. Seize it.
Stand aside. My people need me.
I have given you everything you wanted, everything you needed.
You gave me nothing. It was all me.
Yet I cleared your path. I guided your axe.
You were a fly, buzzing in my ear.
How dare you deny me? Everything you believe in stirs before you. Yet you question all. You question the very gods.
Take off your axe! Coward of cowards! Beggar's bastard! Stand and face me, you feeble-down thrall! Leave me now. Nothing. With me. Wisdom. Glory. Power. What more do you need? Everything else. Sigurd, are you with me? Sigurd!
Ah, the Hanged One awakes. Feet upon the ground once more.
Eivor! Be careful!
Basim? What is this?
Come closer, Eivor. Let me get a better look at you.
Leave him be, Basim.
For too long I stared at the sun. It blinded me to the truth. That it was you. It was you I wanted all along.
Did you track us here? Like a cowardly fox concealed in the brush?
You widowed my destiny, wolf-kissed. You broke all my hopes.
He's mad, Eivor. Silence him!
Come, Eivor. Come save your crippled prince of dead ravens. Damn! Let us make this more interesting. We'll drag Sigurd into the fray.
Oathbreaker! You'll die here!
This brings me no joy, Justice Bringer. You were always so kind, but you chose the wrong side.
I am your prize, Basim. Come.
You are indeed.
Stop this thing! Douse its fire! Sigurd!
Does he still live? He does. But in darkness. Good. Bastard.
For how long had Basim been planning this treachery?
I dare not guess. Gods! Am I to be hounded by a parade of blood-minded traitors the whole of my life? There is no end to this.
You have something you want to say? Then say it.
I need some time to breathe. That man's anger, his rage. It had a familiar sting that I cannot place.
He was raving, Sigurd. Without sense or reason. Paid no mind.
I am not mad, Eivor. These things I see and feel, I know they are true.
I know, brother. Now more than ever. You always spoke true. We should cast our eyes towards home. It is a long journey and I am... not well.
Home. Eivor, on our journey here, I had much time to think. On the ecstasies and the agonies of our friendship. I cannot return to England with you. That is not my home. Not now.
What are you saying?
I know about you and Randvi. A lover's tryst, spite of me. I should challenge you for such a betrayal. But I'm not fit for such a fight.
I understand. Is that all?
Do you recall the day we stood before Edwin, searching for the Saga Stone? You struck Basim. You lanced out at me. You made a fool of us all. That is not a leader I wish to follow into death and glory.
You were being secretive then. Foolish, I thought.
And when I returned to the settlement, your pattern of disobedience continued. I made a judgment, and you openly defied me.
I believed you were wrong then. I still do.
And my grievances go back further still. You stole my father's riches. In my haste to leave, I should have stopped you then. A true leader would have stopped that thought before it took form. You were selfish. This is not a decision I make lightly, Eivor. You are family. You were my drinker. But here, our paths must diverge.
Brother, please stay. Your place is with us, in England. Our home is your home. My road forward has been a muddy one, slick with blood and tears. But we can reach its end together. Let us face new foes and greater glories together.
I welcome this turn of kindness, Eivor. For my mind is fixed. England is too infected with ugly memories. I will stay here, in the land that gave me life and strength.
Just as the prophecy warned me.
Prophecy?
Years ago, before we left England, I had a vision. A prophecy that that foretold the course of my life, up to this moment.
You never told me this. And has your prophecy come to pass?
I do not know. I think it has, but not because I chased it.
Well, I hope for your sake that you grow well into the role you've earned today. That hope is all I have left.
I will try. I promise.
Bex, I'm coming out.
Steady, Layla.
Were you watching my feed? What the hell was all that?
I think that was the solution to our problem.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Desmond.
Desmond? What about him?
He was just a bartender before he joined us. Not even a very good one. And that's when he learned his real purpose. He was like a... I don't know, like a singularity. You know? A vanishing point. All of human history seemed to converge on him.
In 2012, the sun threw off a mass coronal ejection so large, it should have wrecked all life on Earth.
I remember. I worked at Abstergo then.
It was Desmond who saved us. He knew how to stop it.
Abstergo claimed credit for that. Something about their satellite network.
That's bullshit. It was Desmond. He pulled the switch that saved the world.
But that switch is still on. Still generating a magnetic field. One that's growing stronger every day.
The temple Eivor found. That's where the field originates.
Exactly. And it's been running for 8 years. Getting stronger and stronger. It'll be dangerous now. Heat, radiation.
Doesn't matter. We have to fix it. Shut it down.
No. Slow it down. It's still protecting us.
All of this is starting to make sense. Everything I've done, everything I've learned, it led me here to this moment.
You'll need the staff for this one. For protection. Otherwise, you won't make it past the first gate.
Right, of course. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. I'll pack the van.
And I'll contact our ship. It can be in Boston Harbor by tomorrow night.
Thanks, Bex. I'm ready.
It's a long way to Beantown. Hop in.
Sean, I'm here.
Ah, good. Your signal's already a little wobbly. Are you inside?
Not yet, but there's 100 feet of ice above me.
All right, we may lose touch when you push through, so remember what we talked about. Watch your meters carefully, for radiation especially, and keep the staff close.
Got it.
Standing by.
Zawaho en nakwat. Uns me borturwan di guarde. Ul solos vras hunakudide. Unzum huraz, vesderehaz, zohumsi. I'm in. I hear you. It's just like the Animus. It's just like the Animus. This is Eivor's Valhalla. Or a simulation of it. So what am I looking for? Will I know it when I see it? What is this? Are you doing this? Are you pushing this machine to its limit?
So here we went, in fealty to our master.
Who's your master? Is he here?
They flatter me. I am only a guest in their world. A world spun of wishes and hopes.
Basim, you sent the message. You led us to Eivor's grave.
Yes. A hopeful message, was it not?
How? You've been trapped here for a millennium. Eivor put you here.
Indeed. But I'm not alone in this place. Not always. I have a friend who helps me. Together, we read the calculations. After we located Eivor's probable resting place, I contacted you. Through the digital lasses that enwebs this earth like a spider's nest. In our day, all the world was connected like this. A superorganism of technology. The staff you carry, the temples you have visited, all of it speaks as one. May I show you something?
I imagine you can do anything you want in this place.
Not as much as you might think. I am tethered to my body in a most uncomfortable way.
But you can slow this machine down. You know how it works.
Yes. We'll do it together. For another catastrophe is near at hand. This node of time has an ugly way of correcting itself. Go ahead.
You're a hard man to trust. You must know that.
You're not obliged to trust me. But this is all I can offer.
God damn it.
Silence, Udur. Verdandi. Skald. Be at ease. Your day of rest has come.
At peace. At last. We rest.
Is that it? Is it done? Basim! Where are you? What is that?
Wipe everything. Run it again. Layla. Hello.
You know me?
Yes. Through the calculations I read here in the gray. 8 years ago, the odds of your arrival were 15,055,003,276 to 1. As the years passed by, those odds improved. And as of yesterday, near even. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
Who are you? And what is this?
I am the reader of the calculations. All these possible futures for you and the world outside. I have spent much of my new life reading these, searching for a way to finish everything we started so long ago. It begins here. You slow down this machine and save the world, from which point all possible futures expand. Millions upon millions of possible roads. But in every one, another catastrophe recurs. The node collapses and the world is wiped out. The human race dwindles and fades. I must keep looking. I must find the solution for you. I must leave you with something.
This node. This is right now where I slow down this machine?
Yes. I start all my calculations from this point. The only thing I know for certain.
That seems limiting.
How do you mean?
What if you went back further, to 2012 when Desmond saved the world?
Desmond?
What if he didn't save the world? What if he walked away and let the world burn? Look at those timelines. Read them instead.
I see. An interesting idea. Fascinating. Billions upon billions of new timelines to explore.
Exactly. These are timelines that never came to pass, but they could have. If Desmond had let the world be destroyed, maybe the humans that survived would have learned something from the disaster. And maybe in one of those timelines they could have found a way to prevent it from happening ever again.
That is brilliant. How did you come to that idea?
If you spend too much time narrowing down what's possible, you may never give another thought to the improbable.
Thank you for your insights, Layla.
It's only the beginning. We have a lot of data to sift through.
Are you staying?
Until we find something useful, I will. I don't want this to happen ever again.
You may not have much time, Layla. The machine is powered down, but the radiation, it will linger for decades. By my calculations, you have 73 seconds before your exposure is lethal.
I'm not worried. I have the Staff of Eden. It heals and protects.
No. You do not.
What? How? Of course.
Of course?
Fuck! All right. We'll find a solution together. However long it takes. And if that means I can never leave, so be it. I owe this to the people I hurt. The people I love.
Yes. I know the feeling.
Let's get going, huh? A few billion timelines might take a while.
It will. But it will not feel like it. That is what I like about this place.
I'm with you.
It worked perfectly, my dear.
Is the Mad One here?
No, my love. Only we remain.
And Layla?
The air. 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 The air
choice. And I chose to stay. You'll wonder where I am. You might wonder if I am. I don't know how to answer that. But I'm not afraid. And I'm not alone. We have work to do. Work that may take us days or years. It's impossible to say. But we'll finish it. What I mean is, don't come looking for me. It's too dangerous and too late. Take care of yourself. Take care of the world we still have. And take care of...
You see, she's fine. In a manner of speaking.
A manner of speaking. Jesus, we have to find her.
You heard her. She doesn't want to be rescued.
Bullshit.
In any case, there's nothing left to save. Not after this long.
Because of you. You left her there.
This is all a bit much. I know. I'm in the same situation.
No. You're in a class all your own, man.
We're assassins now? Not hidden ones?
From the Arabic, Hashishin.
Ah. And do we have a mentor? Is that still the practice?
We do.
Name?
William Miles.
William Miles. I'd like to meet William Miles. Would you bring him to me?
We can call him. Encrypted line. You can talk to him right now.
No technology. Face to face. A meeting of minds. It's time to take the fight to these Templars, as you call them. I won't go anywhere, my friends. Your animus is in good hands.
How much do you know?
My dear, we invented such things long, long before you did. I'll figure it out. It's a nice place to die, Eivor. Not everyone gets to choose. You bested me. I don't know how, but you did. Yet, I'm the one left standing. And now, I can take from you anything I want. Your memories, your skills, your secrets. They're all mine. And when I have them, I will put them to good use. To find my children. And bring my family back together.
Steady, Eivor.
Eivor, you've returned! Is Sigurd with you?
No, not for now, Toby.
Eivor, is that you?
It is.
Is Sigurd not with you?
He stayed behind to begin anew.
Stand up.
What?
Stand. This seat is yours. It suits you.
Eivor's returned! Inside of the hearth, come!
Your secret is no longer safe.
Eivor? Randvi? What is this? Is everything all right?
Our Jarl has returned to lead us forward into an uncertain future. Will you speak to your people?
For love and joy, words can jade. Our souls must sound in a heartful song. And when... You're less mine than I'm yours. And I ask of you only this. Keep me honest in the times to come.
Hearken well in Hall of Kings. On ocean's steed my words gain wings. Odin's mead I forth will bring. For noble deeds thine honor sing. We beat and blaze our trail of red, till Odin gazed upon the dead. The voice resound the mighty hall. For those who fight, for those who fall. For those who fight and those who fall. May horns resound the mighty hall. For we who fight, for we who fall.